Hi, my name is Darren Smith. I'm a co-founder of Empool. This training series is based on the growth-driven design training done by Luke Summerfield of HubSpot. It's a shortened version, very plain, very simple, to get you started with growth-driven design and really put things into context. Today's class is on the Launchpad website and the harvest period. So let's get started. So just an overview. So the point of a Launchpad website is to launch a site really quickly so you can start making informed decisions based on user data, so you can put an end to guesses. So essentially, what you want to do is start running experiments on your website that are informed, and whether you keep those experiments live or not based on user behavior. The idea is to have a site that is better than what is out there today, but it is done really, really quickly. And you do this by implementing the action items at the top of your wish list. We have already covered action items and wish lists in a previous training, so watch that if you need to. And just remember, with a website, you will never get a perfect website. You're always in pursuit of perfection, but you will never reach perfection, and you continually improving a website. So just how to launch quickly. There's a couple of tips on how to build websites much faster than usual. So look at existing pages on a website and do a page performance analysis. Go and see what pages can be cut because no one ever goes there. Which pages can be archived so they're not active. No one can get to them easily within your navigation, but they are still live. Any pages that you do switch off, don't forget to put on 301 redirect so you don't get hurt by SEO penalization. You can also look at using pre-built templates or a hybrid where you take a pre-built template and change it a bit. That's going to save a huge amount of time. When a website is getting changed at least every kind of 12 months, it really doesn't make sense to build complete custom templates anymore. It's just too costly to do. Also look at pre-built libraries of code. So if your agency is offering website design and development, there are certain things you're going to be constantly building. For example, a career section, or maybe a about us section, or our history section. You can actually have pre-built libraries. Maybe it's a map to offices that every website needs. Instead of custom coding that every time, you just stick in your pre-built library of code and you have it immediately. Also consider, do you need new copy, or can you use existing copy, or at least just tweak existing copy? Don't forget to have different processes based on the impact and effort. I explained that in the wish list training, where you can, based on whether it's a high impact and high effort, you might have an advanced process versus something that is a low impact change and low effort, which means you have a basic process that you follow. This impacts how much work you do around that, and also the cost that you charge a customer. Also look at what will you do internally and what will you outsource. And then if there is an existing website, you may not need a Launchpad website, but you may need to redo the strategy phase. And then you may also want to take the existing website and rather just improve it in stages. So look at the high impact pages and improve those, and take all the other pages and just put a new styling onto those pages and slowly work through them. It doesn't mean that you need a brand new site if you want to move to a growth-driven design methodology. All right, so last slide. This is a short training. So once you have built your Launchpad site, you go into the harvest period. In the harvest period, you start changing things based on initial user feedback. And that initial user feedback may be from tests and analysis that you're running. Maybe you may have run your new site through a service such as usertesting.com and got a whole bunch of feedback. It's basically, as you get this feedback, you're going to create new action item cards. They're going to be high impact cards right at the top, and you can quickly start working through those. And you're going to stay in this harvest period until you are through those items on the top of your wish list. And the things that are on your wish list are becoming less and less strategic. So as soon as you notice that you need to add more strategy to the changes that you're making, you move out of the harvest period and into the continuous improvement period. If you have any questions, get me on at Darren Smith on Twitter. Move on to our next stage of training now on growth-driven design. And if you do want to do this in more detail, don't forget to catch Luke Summerfield's training on growth-driven design on HubSpot.com.